Hey Body Space, this is Mormon Pickett doing my final review of ANS Ritual. I wrote a lot of notes down for this review. I dissected the label and I'm going to go over it all. So first off, I noticed it has 2,500% of your vitamin B12. So I looked it up. I mean, I've taken a bunch of nutrition classes and have pretty good knowledge on supplements, so I pretty much already knew what it was going to do. But for those who don't know, vitamin B12 is known to increase energy and endurance. There's not really an overdosing level on vitamin B12. Another ingredient I looked up was beta alanine. That was my roommate. Beta alanine. There's a lot of studies done on beta alanine. I mean, every good pre-workout needs to have beta alanine. The dosage for beta alanine I saw online was between 3.2 to 6.4 grams. And in one scoop here, you're getting 1.6 grams. So as long as you take 2 scoops, you're getting the dosage that you need of beta alanine showed to increase your strength, mass, endurance, and delay the muscle fatigue. Another key ingredient in a lot of pre-workouts is the L-citrulline. Dosage online suggested 2 to 3 grams. One scoop gives you 1.5 grams, so as long as you're getting 2 scoops of this, again, the dosage is well. It's an amino acid that opens your veins and increases blood flow, to get that muscle pump going. Um, there's one thing I did have a problem with, and it's because of recent magazine articles I've been reading in Flex about creatine monohydrate. For one scoop here, you're only getting 1.5 grams of creatine. Most studies have been done on 5 grams of creatine to show its effectiveness, and so even if you're taking 3 scoops, which is more than the suggested dose, you're still only getting 4.5 grams of creatine. Now, the article I just read in the Flex magazine talked about how the studies that have been done only studied the short-term usage of creatine, the loading phase, and then about 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. But there's been more studies done recently, according to the Flex magazine, that after time, your creatine levels just keep slowly going back to their base level. And so the article I was just reading yesterday in Flex talked about the need for 20 to 25 grams of creatine monohydrate to keep your levels high enough to where your body just doesn't start leveling off and then the creatine concentration is low. That's still a little bit iffy, I know. But even without that study, this doesn't have 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, which is pretty standard. That's the only downside I see so far. I looked up this next ingredient was the betaine anhydrous. I took some notes on that because I didn't know it was used for fat loss. Throw that in there. It's another good thing to have. I mean, who doesn't want to lose more fat, right? Then we have the agmatine sulfate, which I looked up, which was to help with the muscle pump as well, and improves your human growth hormone levels, it said. And online, all the dosage were saying around 500 milligrams was a good dose. Now that's in one scoop, so as long as you're getting one scoop, then your dosage is fine for that ingredient. And then I looked up this herb at the end, or extract, the Haponicum extract, on Wikipedia, and was just reading up a little bit on that. But it talked about how it was an anti-inflammatory and also diuretic. So, I mean, I don't have any problem putting those into a pre-workout as well. There was one question I had about the supplement. It has caffeine listed on the label. It doesn't say how much. It would have been interesting to know because it lists a bunch of the other key ingredients and how much of each was in there. So the only 2 problems I really had with the label, and this being very critical, is the caffeine content wasn't disclosed and the creatine monohydrate seemed a little bit underdosed. Now about the supplement itself, flavor 10 out of 10. You can't say enough about this. I would drink this all day. Candy green apple, probably, I've never had a green apple supplement first of all, and that is definitely in the top of my pre-workout flavors I've ever had, is this green apple. It's amazing. Mixability, 10 out of 10, no problem at all. It mixes completely fine with a spoon. I actually mixed mine today with a pen because I didn't have a spoon in my room, and it works completely fine. There was no particles at all. When it comes to energy, 10 out of 10. This stuff got me going. I mean, I'm on a pre-contest diet, 2,000 calories a day, an hour of cardio, and even off that, I take 2 scoops of this, and within 10 minutes even, I'm ready to hit the gym. I got energy all of a sudden when right before that I was dead and just slowing down. It's pretty expected on a pre-contest diet like I've done before, but this stuff really does the job for energy. As far as pumps go, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 because it was a great pump supplement, but it's not the best I've had. It does great and plenty of work for the pump, but like I said, it's just not quite to where I could say it's a 10 out of 10. Then the only downside that I see to this supplement, except for the label that I already talked about, is the amount of servings per bottle. I mean, there's 45 servings. I'm just online right now checking the price. It's $30 for a bottle of 45 servings. So if you're using 1 scoop a day, then yeah, that's a great price. But for me, I'm using 2 scoops a day. The first week or so, I used 3 scoops a day because I didn't read the label. I mean, I should have read the label, right? But this bottle didn't last super long. I mean, you're still paying just a little bit over $1 a day for a workout if you get 23 workouts to the bottle, which is still a decent price. But for me, with a couple of ingredients, mostly the creatine being underdosed, I would probably, on my own, take 3 scoops of this a day. So this bottle would only last me like 12 days, and for $30, for me personally, that's not a super good price. I mean, it is a very effective supplement. It has a lot of key ingredients which are disclosed. And overall, I would give this supplement a 9 out of 10. Between the taste, the effectiveness, which were superb, and then the prices per serving is the really only thing that brings the supplement down, in my opinion. Without that, I probably would have rated it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a great supplement, and like I said, I love the taste. I just want to thank ANS for letting me vlog this for them. Ritual was a great supplement. Definitely in the top 3 of my favorite pre-workouts I've ever had. And so, big thanks, and I'll keep you updated on my show coming up. Thank you, ANS.